Hello and welcome to Paper Plate Julie K. I'm here today with two project shares. One of them is an easel card and the other one is an altered composition notebook that I decorated. Both kind of are in a shabby vintage style. And I did use paper from Designs by Shelly, which is from J&S Hobbies and Crafts. Here's the paper that I used. It is called Tranquil Gardens. And I do believe that this paper is retired. I don't know if if J&S Hobbies and Crafts still has it or not available. But I finally broke into my package that I've been hoarding for a while, and I'm going to start using it on a few projects. And so these are the first couple things that I created using this paper pack. The first item that I created is this easel card. And I started off with kind of this dark plum color cardstock and then this pretty paper from the collection with the roses on it. Then there's another purple paper behind here, kind of a dusty purple color. And then I layered these two pieces from the paper collection on top of that. I also, you can see I added some vintage lace around this border. I did do some flat back pearls in the corners, and then up at the top I did a banner piece with a sticker, or not a sticker, but a piece from the paper collection that said birthday wishes. I added a little Prima butterfly for my collection, and then also some miscellaneous flowers, paper flowers that I had in my stash. And I really love how it turned out. Like I said, it's kind of a vintage shabby style. And then when you open it up, again, it is an easel card, so it does look like this. And I will insert a photo after I'm done talking about the inside, just so you can see what it looks like head on. But as you're looking straight down at it, you can see I did layer up a couple more pieces of the paper collection. There's a darker plum color that has some roses on it. And then this really nice vintage hat piece right here that's really pretty. And then again, I added just a little sentiment. That again, there are some cut aparts in the collection of some tags and little sentiments. And so I cut out this one that said happy birthday. And then up here, I just layered a couple pieces of trims just so that I had a spot to put my card when it was standing up. So that is my easel card, and again I'm going to insert a photo of what it looks like head on. This is the composition notebook that I created. It is a standard size composition notebook. I again used that same paper collection, Tranquil Gardens, from Designs by Shelly. I did do several pieces of paper for layering on this notebook. I'll hold it up here so you guys can kind of see, but you can see I did this dark color right here. I layered some more of this little vintage purple trim that I have in my stash. Another sheet of paper right here. There is another one over this, but it did get covered. And then I have this really lovely cut apart right here that I layered up, and you can see I kind of framed it with, I first started framing it with some teardrop trim. Then I have some of this vintage lace, and then this purple vintage lace. And then I ended up framing it some more. I added some flowers in all of the corners. Just some little flower clusters. I also added these little pieces here. I'm not quite sure what you call them. They were something I picked up at Christmas time at like Hobby Lobby or something like that. And I purchased them from another project and ended up not using them, but I thought they matched this image quite well, so I added them to that. And then again, up in the corner, I have some more flowers. I do have kind of a metal frame that I did a cut apart. I took one of her cut aparts and framed it, and it just says simple moments make the best memories. And then behind there, I layered some more of that teardrop trim just to kind of set it off. And on the side, I did add some of this like crochet trim, and then there's another piece of the like cream colored crochet trim, and then some more of this kind of ribbon trim right here that I had in my stash. But I have to say I really love how this one turned out. Just all sorts of wonderful details to this one. And then on the back side, I left it plain. It's just another sheet of the paper collection. I love this one that had the little vintage hat with the feathers and the roses coming out of it. If I would have used this one on the cover, I probably would have actually put some feathers in there and then added some roses on top. But since it's the back, I do like to keep my backs fairly plain. I will probably add my signature somewhere on the back or the inside cover, just so the person who's getting it will always remember that I created it. Again, I added some little flower trims up in the corners, and you can kind of see the tail end of that crochet trim, and there's a little bit of lace under there also, and then this little ribbon lace trim right here. And then on the inside back cover, I again just layered a piece of paper from the paper collection. I just think it kind of finishes it off nicely, so then you don't see the inside of, you know, they have all those tables and graphs and stuff on the insides of some of these composition notebooks. And then on the inside cover, I used this sheet of paper with the fountain on it. So that is my altered composition notebook and my card that I completed. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.